It's a random Friday evening at Babson. It's kind of been boring today. I also know that I haven't recorded a video in another few days, and every single time I don't do a long form video in a few days, I start thinking about it every single day, just being like, oh, I haven't recorded for so long. I don't know why, even with these sort of unfiltered videos where I'm just yapping, just talking and sharing my thoughts, it still feels like I have this small little mental barriers to entry for me to think that I need to be prepared or I need to understand what I'm saying and I need to brainstorm a topic before I actually just start one of these videos. And that's why a lot of the times I end up back in the cycle of thinking more than actually doing things. And with that time, I might as well do it. So just a reminder for myself at the very beginning of this video. But back to my original topic, this is a random Friday at Babson College. We don't have schools on Fridays, so every single weekend is 3 days. However, for the past 2 months or so, I've been feeling like there were no weekends off almost because I was occupied with a lot of different endeavors and plans every single weekend. So it doesn't leave a lot of time for me to just be with myself, be alone in my room, and do a regular routine without having any grand plans that interrupts me for 2 or 3 hours throughout the day. And I just realized that even with this one day of just living a quote-unquote normal life without plans, it already feels really boring, and it already feels like the tasks that I'm doing, the places that I'm in, is very repetitive. I think this is a part of the reality of life because sometimes I scroll through reels a lot now, and people heavily glamorize their lives on the internet because everyone wants their lives and their lifestyle to be attractive and to have people view their content. And so they come up with all these things. There's a lot of overconsumption. People are not really doing work. People are just doing random shit to get the attention. But I don't think, 99% of people, I don't think that our true lifestyles every single day is what people portray over the internet. And today was one of those days where I had this realization because I basically woke up really late in the morning and stayed in bed for an hour or two, which is not something that people would usually post on social media, since even when I want to post a vlog, I want to make sure that it's full of a day that's fully eventful and there's a lot happening during the day, so I don't think anyone's inclined to vlog these mundane moments in life. And after staying for 2 hours in bed, I decided to make some Japanese pancakes since I had this pancake mix and I just wanted something sweet for my breakfast. And so I intentionally took time out of my day to make a meal just for myself. It was a really good experiment. And then today, later on, I got a package. After that, I think I just called a friend and then made myself a matcha too because I'm practicing to make my own food and drinks a little bit more than buying outside. But other than these moments, I think I've just been working or relaxing a little, watching a video or two. Didn't really go anywhere. I eventually went to work out when it was 9 p.m. because it's still one of the things that I procrastinate on sometimes. I do end up getting it done, but sometimes I just work out really late and I would really prefer waking out earlier. I was also able to observe my emotions today because it was really sunny and quiet and serene in this room. I do live in the student community and a lot of the times there are different people making noises and sounds, just, yelling. It's the classic type of college living environment. But today is one of those days where half the people are out and it was just a really quiet and peaceful environment for me to reflect a little bit about myself, my headspace recently. I don't really define these with words in my mind, but sometimes just taking a little bit of time to decompress and observe my emotions today a little bit really helps me feel calm and feel like I am on track in life because I get really paranoid about all these different assumptions and fears and insecurities that I have. A lot of the times it makes me feel like my life is falling apart for no reason. Today I was able to reinforce a more objective identity without as many emotions because I am in a more stoic state in a way. I know right now I'm talking about how I'm having this one regular day in college where there's nothing going on and just doing some work, finding these little moments to wind down and trying to stop and smell the flowers, so on and so forth. But in life, a lot of my days will become like this more and more entering adulthood, because once I need to really financially support myself and have a career kind of figured out, there's not as much room for me to fuck around and do all this random shit and waste my time, be able to say yes and give my energy to all these different things. At the end of the day, we can only focus so much, and we can only take on so much if you really want to stay consistent and put in a lot of effort and work in a few different aspects that make our life head in one direction without diverging our attention too much. And so I think today was a really good practice, because I was also able to clean my room, which I don't do super often. There's a lot of tasks that only take a few minutes, but they just get buried at the back of my mind really quickly when it's constantly a go 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 mode and you're never just stopping. I find a lot of value in not just taking a moment to observe yourself and your environment, but also having time to be with yourself is one of the other key aspects of it. Of course, I'm in college, so there are a lot of friends around. I spoke to a few friends when I saw them, of course. I do text my friends, but I didn't really spend too much time with anyone today, and that leaves more room for me to focus on myself and my growth. Today was one of those days, and I just wanted to share it over the internet, because I think in college I don't see a lot of people sharing moments like these where you just have a made bed and you're about to go to sleep. I mean, everything is kind of clean, not too clean. You have your little monitor set up today, as well as my actual computer. But that's about it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.